are regaining traction. Mecklenburg County is moving forward, and today's presentation is just another sign of our progress. Today, COVID-19 numbers in the county are down, and our health systems are recovering from unprecedented strains they were experiencing this time last year. Meanwhile, the resources to protect the health of county residents continue to increase. From a wide availability of vaccines and various treatment options, to high-quality masks, to no-cost testing and at-home COVID-19 test kits. Our team alone has distributed more than 223,000 masks within the community since January, and more than 76,000 at-home test kits have been distributed since December. But with all the advancements made in Mecklenburg County and nationwide, health leaders believe that COVID-19 may be here to stay as new variants emerge. But just as the virus changes, so will the county's response to the pandemic. Our public health department has shifted its response to COVID-19 Response 2.0 by adding cutting-edge monitoring techniques to help predict future surges within the community, including surveillance of 5 wastewater treatment stations in Mecklenburg County and a greater focus on monitoring our hospitals' utilization and capacity. I want to thank County Manager Dina DiOrio and the Public Health Director Raynard Washington and the entire public health team for the countless hours they've spent studying the data. Making resources available and assuring we continue to lead the way with best public health practices to protect the health of Mecklenburg County residents. Dr. Washington and members of the COVID-19 response team are here today. Please stand so that we might recognize and thank you. Thank you. Just as public health and wellness of Mecklenburg County residents is improving, so is the physical health of the county. I am proud to announce that the state of the county is strong. Mecklenburg County's current unemployment rate is a stark contrast to the unemployment rate of 2 years ago. In December, the unemployment rate stood at 3.3%. That's a sharp decline from the unemployment data recorded in May of 2020, when unemployment rate peaked at 13.7%. And our workforce is thriving. Mecklenburg County has a total labor force of 633,000, with only 21,000 individuals unemployed. The county continues to attract new employment opportunities at all skill levels. In May, Arrival Automotive USA announced plans to build its second U.S. microfactory in Charlotte. The 2 microfactories will produce electric delivery vans and is expected to bring more than 391 new jobs to Mecklenburg County. Other notable announcements include 2 large fintech companies. Robinhood's relocation to the county will bring 389 high-paying jobs. Credit Karma's establishment of an East Coast headquarters will create 600 new jobs with an average salary of $156,605. Another promising sign of a robust economy is the real estate market. Real estate prices in Mecklenburg County continues to soar thanks to relocation and businesses and residents. In January, the median home price was $375,000. That's an increase of 21.8% from the previous year of January 2021. Homes are selling for 1.2% above asking price and remaining on the market for 22 days. And housing prices are expected to continue to increase in 2022 as demand remains high and supply remains low. In 2021, Mecklenburg County had the 4th highest square foot of office space completed in the nation, with 3 million square feet of new space and an additional 3.8 million square feet currently under construction, ranking the county 9th in the nation for ongoing commercial construction. Mecklenburg County is the 12th lowest in the nation for retail market vacancies, with only a 5% vacancy rate. And in 2021, more than 54,000 square feet of new retail market space was added, with an additional 94,000 square feet currently under construction. While Mecklenburg County's economy is thriving, there are still many challenges impacting our residents due to the pandemic. In 2020, Mecklenburg County received $39 million in funding through the CARES Act to help residents facing difficulties due to COVID-19. Now, thanks to the U.S. Treasury Department, we have a new round of support in the form of the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, or better known as ARPA. ARPA provides relief funds to eligible state, local, and tribal governments that have been negatively affected by the coronavirus. The Treasury Department allocated $250 million in ARPA funds to Mecklenburg County. To date, the county has received $108 million of those funds, with the remaining funds expected to arrive in May. The funding will be used to support the county's COVID-19 strategic recovery plan. The plan focuses on key priority areas such as behavioral health and health equity, affordable housing and homelessness, workforce and economic development, parks, the environment, and infrastructure, as well as child care and early childhood development. Funding decisions for Phase 1 will be announced next week. The county has also received $41 million to provide support to renters in need through the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, or ERA. The ERA program makes funding available to renters who are not able to pay their rent or utilities. While federal funding helps to address challenges caused by the pandemic, the board and I are consistently looking for ways to address the many challenges that existed long before the pandemic began. Challenges like homelessness and housing insecurity, challenges like career readiness, and challenges that exist within our educational system. Every 2 years, the board identifies priorities to help guide funding decisions to not only support our residents, but to help the county move forward and progress. Last year, the board approved 5 priority areas to help guide investments for fiscal year 2022 and 2023. The priorities include expand affordable housing, advance environmental leadership, expand MEC pre-K, improve workforce development, and reduce educational attainment gaps. The board also stated that racial equity would be a cross-cutting factor across all areas. Mecklenburg County has invested $51.4 million in new funding in FY 2022 for programs and initiatives that align with our priorities. And the investments we've made to date are paying off. As of December, MEC Pre-K has the highest enrollment since the program began in fiscal year 2019. Last year, enrollment figures were lower due to the pandemic, with 786 children enrolled in fiscal year 2021. That figure has changed dramatically. As of December, 1,631 students are enrolled in the county's premier pre-K program. As we continue to see the benefits of the program beyond the ABCs of kindergarten readiness, in fiscal year 2021, over 80% of MEC pre-K students hit the developmental benchmark in the following areas: social emotional, language, cognitive, and physical development. MEC pre-K classrooms opened on schedule for in-person learning in fiscal year 2021 and 22, while maintaining health protocols to protect students and staff. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the people behind our children's success. MEC pre-K teachers are the heartbeat of our program. The county can only provide funding and resources, but it's what's happening in the classroom each day that makes the difference in the lives of our students. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners and MEC pre-K parents, I would like to publicly thank the teachers and staff of MEC pre-K for all they do to help the children begin their academic careers with success. MEC pre-K teachers are at work today, educating our youth, but MEC pre-K representatives are here. At this time, I would like to ask them to stand on behalf of the MEC pre-K teachers. Thank you. Building the county's workforce involves more than just bringing new businesses. Mecklenburg County strives to create a diverse workforce with employment opportunities for all. In fiscal year 2022, the county invested approximately $9.5 million in workforce development programs across all departments. Investments in programs designed for adults and for those in the criminal justice system, and investments in programs that serve the Latino population, and programs geared toward our youth. Programs like Road to Hire, which connects high school seniors, college students, and young professionals with STEM career opportunities. Or programs such as MEC Success, which strive to increase a family's economic mobility by providing housing stipends for parents who are enrolled in vocational training. Or to support partnership with organizations such as Center for Employment Opportunities, which provides job opportunities to those with a criminal past. Last year, 57 young adults worked for the county providing site and ground maintenance, mowing, trash removal, roadside and creek cleanup, and invasive species remediation. And while we strive to make career opportunities available to all, we must first improve where job readiness truly begins. The board priority, Reduce Attainment Gaps, links budget allocations to strategies and targets to improve college and career readiness outcomes for all students. Since the adoption of the FY 2020 budget, the following has been accomplished. The Board of Education has used the Student Outcomes-Focused Governance strategic planning process to establish new goals for the district. The board and the Board of Education held a joint meeting to discuss the new goals and adopted by the Board of Education. We also discussed the need for regular joint meetings and other ways to work more collaboratively. And Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools has improved school improvement plans and posted those plans on their website for public access. One of the biggest challenges facing Mecklenburg County and other communities across the United States is affordable housing. For the last 4 years, Mecklenburg County has worked with community partners to help close the gap on issues that lead to homelessness and housing insecurity. We have also worked to create a bridge of resources for those who need help remaining in their homes. In February of 2021, the county worked with homeless services agencies and grassroots organizations to clear a large homelessness camp in uptown Charlotte's North End, commonly known as Tent City. 216 people were moved to hotels from the encampment. The county provided food, laundry services, and access to housing resources. We also provided access to substance abuse and mental health services for those who were interested. As of February 23rd, 76 people have moved from the hotel to permanent housing. And another 11 people are awaiting placement in permanent housing through our partnership with Roof Above. In October, the Board of County Commissioners issued a proclamation thanking the many community organizations for their help in supporting encampment tenants during their time of need. 3 of the organizations who provided daily support and staffing at the hotels have joined us today. I would like to ask the members of Block Love Charlotte, Roof Above, and Heartbeat for One Foundation to stand. So I'll go off script and say that I had the privilege of talking to Deborah, who is the heart of this organization. And I can tell you, I can't think of a better person to acknowledge today than you and your organization. Thank you so much. Tent City is just one example of the growing housing crisis facing our area and large cities across the United States. Mecklenburg County is home to 1.1 million residents. It is the 2nd largest county in North Carolina and the 41st most populated county in the nation. As the population grows and housing prices rise, the need for affordable housing will continue, and we must be prepared to respond. The board priority, expanding affordable housing, is designed to focus on 5 main categories: eviction prevention and diversion assistance, critical home repair, rental subsidies programs, neighborhood redevelopment, and new housing development and programs. Since fiscal year 2020, Mecklenburg County has invested more than $32 million in new programs and services that help support our priorities. Some of the highlights of those achievements for the fiscal year 2022 include 5 new multifamily affordable housing contracts for FY 2022 and FY 2023, providing a total of 153 affordable units. Eastway Crossing Senior Apartments and Hope Townhouses will include mixed income units. Maple Way Apartments, Pines at Wendover Apartments, and Shamrock Garden Apartments will include 55 units for those 30% below AMI. Near and dear to your heart, Elaine, the environment in which we live is just as important as where we live. The board priority, Advanced Environmental Leadership, is designed to improve and sustain a healthy environment for all. In fiscal year 2022, Mecklenburg County invested more than $22 million to support the Environmental Leadership Action Plan, or ELAP. As a result, last year, Mecklenburg County treated 545 acres for invasive species. By doing so, we're allowing our native species to thrive in their natural environments. This is a 6 to 7 times more acreage than in the prior year. The county also acquired over 62 acres of green space to expand into additional communities. And coming this summer, Mecklenburg County will launch its first Environmental Justice Action Plan. Mecklenburg County strives for equality and justice for all of our residents in all issues. The Environmental Justice Action Plan will be designed to ensure that the principles of environmental justice are considered throughout county operations and decision-making process. When the board and I set out to make decisions for the benefit of the community, we are thinking about the immediate impact of our decisions as well as the impact our decisions will have for years to come. Last June, Mecklenburg County opted not to renew its contract with Historic Ladder, Inc., the nonprofit organization responsible for operating and maintaining Historic Ladder Plantation. The Huntersville site has served as a marker of life in the 1800s for more than 200 years. It has also stood as a reminder of a past many of us wish never existed. While we cannot change history, we can control how historical narratives are shared. After all, healing can only exist where truth resides. When we reopen the site, it will be known as it was known in the early 1800s, as Ladder Place. Ladder Place will tell the story of all who lived at this small farm, particularly the stories of those who were enslaved. We conducted a survey to gather feedback from the residents. We drafted a mission statement, which includes 5 key guiding principles: truth, transparency, compassion, transformation, and unity. And as we create a 3-tiered strategy to help focus our work, we are also formed a committee comprised of county staff, local historians, professors, museum professionals, and other community partners to help be intentional and historically accurate in every aspect of the project. The members of the committee are here today. Would you please stand so that we can publicly thank you for taking on this task? Your work and dedication to this project means so much to the community. You are officially a part of history. Thank you. The next step in this project will launch this spring with the development of an interpretive master plan. In closing, Mecklenburg County is moving forward. While challenges may be present, our focus remains on providing the best support for our residents. I would like to thank my fellow board members for their support over the last 12 months. Vice Chair Elaine Powell, Commissioner Bill Malik, Commissioner Mark Jarrell, Commissioner Laura Meyer, Commissioner Pat Cotham, and Commissioner Lee Altman. Thank you for all you do to make Mecklenburg County great. I would also like to thank Commissioner at Large Ella Scarborough for her service. For 8 years, Ella has worked side by side with many of us to create a better Mecklenburg County for our residents. Ella has been an inspiration to all of us. Her life's accomplishments have paved the way for so many, as she served as the first African-American woman to sit on Charlotte City Council. But more importantly, Ella has been a dear friend. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners and the county staff, Ella, we love you and we thank you for your service. I would also like to thank the many elected officials and agencies from across the county for their willingness to collaborate to provide superior programs and services for our residents. And I would also like to acknowledge our county manager, Dina DiOrio, for her leadership. But most importantly, I would like to thank you, the residents of Mecklenburg County. Thank you for making Mecklenburg County a great place to live, to learn, to work, and to recreate. Thank you.